Good morning from Chicago. We arrived last night to our hotel. We're staying at the Hyatt, which is, I think there's a couple Hyatts, but we're staying at the one that's kind of in the downtown area. And we just arrived at our hotel, checked in, and went out for dinner because we were starving. So we checked out the Hard Rock Cafe, which is, of course, one of my favorites. So I was very happy about that. And then just had an early night so we could be fresh for today. So this is our first day exploring the city and we're already completely awestruck. Look at this skyline. At the moment, we're on our way to the Art Institute of Chicago. That's the first thing on our list of things to see. So we're slowly making our way over there and seeing everything there is to see and getting very easily distracted so far. So I wonder how long it's going to take us to actually get there. It's supposed to only take like 20 minutes for us to walk, but we'll see. Oh, they're carved out of trees. We just arrived at Millennium Park and just like turned around and all of a sudden saw the bean unexpectedly. This thing is huge. So this is actually called Cloud Gate, and I guess the artist is not pleased that people refer to it as the bean, but that's what it is. So I can't remember the exact number, but it's something like, 2,000 sheets of metal welded together to make the bean, and just like perfectly welded, so it's like completely seamless, which is why it's so amazing. The Art Institute of Chicago. Here we come. We're just leaving the Art Institute now. The moment I walked in, I was informed that there is no videography allowed in there. That's too bad, but there is photography allowed, so I don't really understand why photography is allowed but videography is not, but it is what it is. So I've taken a few pictures of some highlights. Well, consensus on the deep dish pizza?
It's a 10.
10, I
I was the only
agree.
one who didn't stick out the second piece though.
It's a tragedy to leave that there, Rachel. Okay, so we just finished one of the Chicago classics, the deep dish pizza here at Giordano's. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm gonna say Giordano's. I'm sorry if it's wrong. But yes, this pizza was very, very filling. The crust was really surprising. It tastes like pie crust, which I wasn't expecting. So we got just the classic Giordano's pizza. So that had pepperoni, green peppers, onions, and mushrooms. And we were all very, very full now. Oh, she's going for it after all. We just walked over here to find Buckingham Fountain. Absolutely huge fountain. I was just saying, it reminds me of the fountain that's in Versailles, just outside of Paris, except for this one's actually functioning. We're just gonna wander back through the city towards our hotel and get changed, maybe grab a sweater or a jacket because the wind is a little bit chilly, and we're about to go up the Willis Tower to the observation deck, previously known as the Sears Tower, previously the tallest building in the world. New York. The skyline in Chicago is next level. We have arrived at the Willis Tower and we're just trying to figure out how we get the elevator up to the top. So to get to the sky deck, we go down. So Rachel booked us tickets online, so we are there's a time that we have to be here at, and we're actually only allowed to be up there for half an hour, so. Surprised at what an immersive experience this is. I thought it was literally just going to be an elevator to the top floor, but it's like a museum basically about the history of Chicago. Deep dish pizza.
It's so clever.
Yeah, this is so creative. It's like just one slice of pizza in a triangular corner with mirrors on the whole side, so it looks like a whole pizza. Okay, we've made it to the top of the Willis Tower. Well, almost the top actually. There are 108 floors and the observation deck is on the 103rd floor. So construction was finished in 1974 on the Willis Tower, or the Sears Tower at the time, and at that time it was the tallest building in the world, and it held that title for 25 years before something else was built. Oh, there's another line. We just came back down the elevator there. That's an interesting experience. It's the 4th tallest building in the world at the moment. Amazing views of the city. There were just so many lines everywhere for that though. Like, you would finish one line and the person would take you to the next room, or there'd just be another line to wait in. So we had to wait in like 3 or 4 different like long lines. But yeah, amazing views. Just the building itself is interesting because of its history of being one of the tallest buildings in the world. And an interesting fact that I particularly liked is that the tower is actually struck by lightning every year from anywhere between 50 to 100 times. We are now on our way back to our hotel for the night. We just came from a restaurant right down the street from where we're staying called The Smith. It was excellent. It has been a super full day, and the city is actually really surpassing my expectations. Not that I had low expectations, but I didn't realize the city was so huge. I mean, it is the 3rd largest city in the United States, so I should have expected it, but it's just so lively. There's so much going on, so much to do, so many restaurants. Yeah, it just is blowing me away with all of the things there is to do in this area. So tomorrow we have another full day. I'm so excited now to see the rest of everything that Chicago has to offer.